Low. Yes!
They was to do 5-6 rounds. Why you gonna do 5-6 if you knock him out before? If it was the fight was over. The fight was over. Then more you do is just extras. Mike go home today.
Come and get me, Mike. Come on. There we go. That's it right there. Perfect. That's one. Good one. Nice. Come and get me, Mike. Let's go. There we go. That's round yet. That's round yet. Let's go. Come on, Mike. There we go. Using those legs.
With the most anticipated fight of the year drawing near, Mike Tyson is finishing the last day of his training camp, exhibiting unmatched focus and intensity as he prepares for his epic clash with Jake Paul. Now 57, Tyson has shattered expectations by enduring an incredibly demanding training schedule, proving that his legendary strength and determination are still alive. The energy inside Tyson's camp is electric, driven by urgency and excitement as his team refines every element of his strategy and performance. His trainers have implemented a grueling routine that merges time-tested boxing principles with contemporary fitness methods to ensure Tyson is in prime condition when he steps into the ring. Each session has revolved around perfecting his explosive strength, blinding speed, and laser-sharp precision, qualities that once made him the most feared heavyweight on the planet. The thunderous sound of his punches smacking the pads echoes throughout the gym, a chilling reminder of the knockout power that defined his reign. But it's not just the physical side. Tyson's mental discipline has been just as fierce. He's fully immersed himself in a warrior mindset, analyzing Jake Paul's flaws and plotting a fight plan designed to dismantle the younger, less seasoned opponent. With complete self-belief, Tyson has shown the world that experience, technical mastery, and brute force are still firmly in his arsenal.
Right there to the body.
All right, coach.
Mike, tá lá? Revenir 10 seconds.
Now at age 58, Tyson's daily workouts combine old-school boxing routines with state-of-the-art conditioning to preserve his explosiveness, stamina, and strength. His rigorous training includes powerful strength-building exercises, intense sparring sessions, and rapid pad work designed to maintain his quick hands. According to his trainers, Tyson's ferocity remains undiminished, and his discipline in these final moments of camp reflects a relentless dedication to his upcoming fight.
To be there, he wants to one more time entertain people. He's a fighter, but he likes to entertain people. It is what he fights for. He fights for all those people that he can see in the street. The people come to him and say, "You are the people's champ." So this is really motivating him to be in the gym from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Tyson's fitness plan heavily incorporates high-intensity intervals and agility drills, ensuring he remains sharp and agile despite his age. His stamina has been pushed to the limit through punishing cardio sessions, everything from sprint intervals and cycling to high-intensity circuit workouts, carefully curated to prepare him for the explosive pace of the fight, where power, speed, and endurance will be vital. Even though he's the oldest fighter on the card, Tyson has shown a remarkable ability to adapt, with his years of experience and ironclad discipline giving him a unique edge. He smoothly blended techniques from his prime years with modern advancements in training, reshaping his fighting style to suit his current physical capabilities while holding onto the crushing power that once made him a living nightmare for opponents. His evolution highlights his deep understanding of the sport and total commitment to his craft. Beyond just physical readiness, Tyson has worked meticulously on his boxing IQ, improving his defense, footwork, and counterattacking ability to keep him one step ahead of Jake Paul. The fusion of battle-hardened grit with modern fight tactics makes him a legitimate threat, showing that true warriors are not bound by age. As the fight nears, Tyson's all-out preparation leaves no doubts that he's aiming to deliver a performance worthy of his iconic legacy.
Expect the biggest fight of the history. Why? Because we talk about Mike Tyson. We talk about Netflix, live on Netflix, something we never had before. Things like that you just can do with names like Mike Tyson.
Mindful of the nearly 3-decade age difference, Tyson and his team have crafted a carefully planned strategy to fully capitalize on his advantages. His preparation has centered around refining his trademark body attacks and rapid-fire head combinations, the very punches that built his reputation as one of boxing's most feared men. But defense hasn't been ignored. Special attention has been paid to countering Jake Paul's longer reach and youthful movement. Inside sources from Tyson's camp say he's been fine-tuning his counterattacks, specifically targeting Paul's tendency to come forward recklessly. Trainers are stressing the importance of exploiting those overcommit advances to set up devastating shots. Sparring has focused on perfect timing and nimble footwork, tools that will help neutralize Paul's physical advantages. The plan is to deliver a performance that recalls vintage Tyson, short, violent bursts that overwhelm his younger rival. For hardcore boxing fans and casual viewers alike, this fight represents a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. A former heavyweight king renowned for his sheer destruction now faces a brash up-and-comer who's gone from viral celebrity to real-deal fighter. This is a storyline made for boxing folklore. Online platforms are ablaze with training footage, hyped-up visuals, and endless debate. Can Jake Paul's youth and reach truly contend with Tyson's battle-tested experience and pure muscle? In a recent interview with Stephen A. Smith, fans got a rare look into Tyson's mindset and preparation. The former champ didn't mince words. At 58, he's training with the same ferocity that defined his early career, dead set on proving he still belongs among the elite. Tyson disclosed that he's been sparring multiple 8-round sessions every week, working tirelessly to maintain his conditioning and knockout threat. "I feel in great condition," he told Smith, brushing aside any doubts about his age. When asked if he intended to ease off or go for the kill, Tyson didn't hesitate. "I think I'm going to hurt him." That quote quickly spread across sports channels and social media, cranking up the already surging hype. Under the guidance of Brazilian trainer Rafael Cordeiro, Tyson has been hyper-focused on endurance and raw power, eliminating any room for complacency. His routine echoes that of his prime: daily sparring, strength drills, cardio work, and tactical sharpening. "It's all about the basics," Tyson emphasized. "Give it everything you have 3 times a day." Though confident, he acknowledged that Paul may adopt a more evasive style to survive the onslaught. Speaking with Fox 4's Mike Tyson, Tyson dismissed that notion, saying, "I don't see how he's going to fight by running all day," showing he's ready to trap and punish any attempts to flee. A newly released training clip only fueled the anticipation further. It captured Tyson landing a savage blow on a sparring partner, prompting Cordeiro to halt the session. For fans, that clip proved Tyson isn't playing around, he's a serious threat. With fight night just around the corner, the speculation has hit a fever pitch, not just about who wins, but what comes next. Some are dreaming of a rematch with Lennox Lewis or a long-overdue trilogy fight against Evander Holyfield. But Tyson has tunnel vision for November 15th, determined to prove that his iconic knockout power never left. The energy peaked during the pre-fight press event in New York, where Tyson was welcomed like a returning champion, with fans roaring at his every move. When Jake Paul entered, he was greeted with deafening boos, his presence met with animosity. Paul clapped back defiantly, silencing the crowd and mocking the city, saying New York and Tyson were both past their prime. His trash talk only stoked the flames, setting the stage for one of the most explosive fights in modern memory.
"Hey, New York, shut the fuck up, New York. Hey, boo yourselves. Boo yourselves, New York. Hey, New York, New York, New York, you're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago. F you, New York. F you. Dumbass Democratic."
During the press conference, Jake Paul looked visibly tense despite his earlier, fiery claim that he'd kill Mike Tyson in the ring. While expressing admiration and respect for the boxing icon, Paul made it clear the friendship was over. He boldly declared that come November 15th, he would knock Tyson out and walk away the victor. Brushing off Tyson as old, Paul promised to teach him a lesson as if he were his own child. But Tyson wasn't rattled. He calmly reaffirmed his readiness, revealing that he had returned to training after a brief medical setback. Addressing concerns about his health, Tyson admitted he had recently dealt with an illness but reassured fans that he was now completely recovered. With the bout officially locked in, the legendary former champion radiated confidence, making it clear that his performance on Fight Night would speak for itself. A UFC icon recently disclosed the staggering sum Mike Tyson is set to earn from his highly anticipated bout with Jake Paul. Initially slated for July 20th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the event was unexpectedly postponed in June. However, it was later confirmed that the fight had been rescheduled for November 15th, with Netflix committed to streaming it live. Nakisa Bidarian, co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, released a statement stressing the importance of granting both fighters adequate training time while ensuring the venue remained AT&T Stadium during the Cowboys' active season. He praised the collaboration with Netflix and AT&T Stadium, calling the clash between Paul and Tyson the most cross-generational sporting event in history, and promised an unforgettable night of boxing that would echo through generations. At a recent promo event in New York, Jake Paul relished the spotlight, soaking in the crowd's boos as he boldly declared his intent to shock the world once he shares the ring with Tyson. Paul even ridiculed New York City, Tyson's birthplace, mocking its alleged decline. Tyson, by contrast, remained unfazed, playfully pushing Paul during their face-off while calmly responding to questions from ESPN's Ryan Clark. Asked why he agreed to take on a challenger 30 years younger, Tyson's answer was simple: because I can. Who else can do it but me? He highlighted the uniqueness of the matchup, saying, "We have a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived." The announcement ignited passionate debate among fans. Many questioned whether Tyson, now 58, could still perform at a high level. Concerns over his reflexes, stamina, and past health scares, including a flight incident and an ulcer flare-up, have only added to the skepticism. However, former champion Timothy Bradley Jr. remains confident in Tyson's abilities. Speaking to ProBox TV, Bradley stated that 2-minute rounds would favor Tyson, giving him the chance to unleash punishing body shots and corner Paul quickly. Despite lingering doubts, others worry more about the consequences of a Tyson loss. UFC star Michael Chandler expressed mixed feelings. "Nobody wants to see Mike Tyson get knocked out, but everybody wants to see him catch Jake Paul and knock him out." Meanwhile, legendary trainer Teddy Atlas, once pivotal in shaping Tyson's early career, sparked headlines by leaving Tyson off his list of greatest fighters he's coached, instead naming Wilfred Benitez, who beat legends like Roberto Duran. Though Tyson remains one of history's most dominant heavyweights, his return raises the question, after nearly 20 years away, can he still deliver at the top level? As the fight nears, both men have escalated their trash talk. Tyson recently declared, "I'm feeling great and looking forward to knocking out Jake Paul on Netflix." Paul, meanwhile, stated with confidence, "Fighting the biggest, baddest boxer ever is a dream come true, but it will be a nightmare for Mike Tyson." At the press event, Tyson was welcomed like royalty, while Paul encountered a ruthless crowd. Visibly agitated, Paul lashed out, telling fans to shut up multiple times, exposing cracks in his usually composed persona. In a brash moment, he even compared New York's struggles to Tyson's career, claiming both had lost their edge. Yet, Tyson refused to be shaken. He soaked in the crowd's admiration and doubled down on his promise: when the bell rings on November 15th, he'll treat Paul like a son and give him a lesson in old-school discipline.
Been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when?
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Soon as I catch this guy, 'cause it's gonna be running around, but as soon as I catch this guy, it's gonna be totally over.
Although the nickname "baddest man on the planet" dates back to his final professional bout in 2005, Mike Tyson's larger-than-life presence still commands attention. During Fanatics Fest NYC in Manhattan, he received a hero's welcome. Fans erupted at the sight of the Brooklyn native, whose return to the city caused a wave of excitement. Even at 58, Tyson remains a magnetic force, his mere presence enough to captivate entire rooms. While the buzz around his New York appearance was overwhelming, Tyson chose not to dominate the media spotlight. Rather than trading insults, he avoided multiple chances to verbally attack Jake Paul, offering short and composed remarks instead. Still, when it was time to deliver a message, Tyson didn't hold back. He warned that their fight would be punishing and unrelenting, insisting he planned to end it decisively. His final words were chilling: he better be in peak condition, his well-being depends on it.
Be in good shape, because your health depends.
When the two fighters came face to face, the 58-year-old Tyson initiated a half-hearted pushing match, which stood in contrast to the fiery confrontation fans had anticipated. Just minutes earlier, Jake Paul, who now holds a 10-1 professional record, boldly likened himself to Muhammad Ali, arguing that the criticism and adversity he's endured have shaped him into a modern icon. "I'm the anti-hero," Paul declared. "People will love me soon enough. When you're at the top, everyone tries to tear you down, that's just how it works." He acknowledged Tyson's ferocity and called him a killer, but insisted, "I'm going to prove all the haters wrong." Meanwhile, serious concerns about the fight's safety persist. British boxer Alois Jr. voiced fears the bout might be cancelled due to Tyson's advanced age and physical vulnerability. "I think he may get stopped, to be honest with you," Alois Jr. told TopSport. "He's just too old. The body declines too much at that point. If Jake Paul knocks him out, it could damage his legacy. I don't want that, but who knows? He was my idol. If the fight happens, we'll see. I just hope it doesn't end badly." On the opposite end, Tyson Fury remains confident that Mike Tyson will defeat Paul with ease. In a resurfaced video from MMA Read, Fury passionately dismissed concerns over Tyson's age, saying, "Age doesn't matter when Tyson lands a punch." Fury, who was named after the boxing legend, also reaffirmed his loyalty to Iron Mike. He emphasized how Tyson had always supported him throughout his own journey and expressed hope that the upcoming bout ends in a definitive, statement-making knockout that leaves no doubts about Tyson's dominance.
If Mike Tyson hits anybody, don't care if he's 90, he's going to knock him out cold, isn't he? It's I am Mike Tyson. Obviously, I have to back Mike Tyson. I'm named after the legend, and I back him. As he always backs me, I'm backing Mike for the knockout. Come on, man!
The boxing world remains sharply divided over the Tyson vs. Paul showdown, with many still concerned for Tyson's safety. But Jake Paul remains undeterred, committed to fighting the 58-year-old icon. Following his win over Mike Perry, Paul struck a tone of both admiration and assurance. "He's tough as nails. I'm sorry it took so long. Respect to Mike Perry, he's the king of violence, the BKFC champion. But I hit too hard. He took a lot of damage, and that's a W for me. I expected that, but I put him down in the first round, he just survived. Mike Tyson, you're next, big boy. Sign the contract." Despite his confident bravado, Paul also expressed deep respect for Tyson, naming him among the greatest boxers of all time, on par with legends like Muhammad Ali. He acknowledged that facing Tyson is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but made it clear he intends to take full advantage and walk away victorious. Meanwhile, Vladimir Klitschko, the former undisputed heavyweight champion, also weighed in during an interview with Fight Hub TV. He called the upcoming match exceptional, highlighting the stark contrast between Tyson, a boxing legend, and Paul, a young, driven fighter carving his name into the sport. Klitschko believes the fight serves as inspiration, not just for Tyson, but also for boxing fans of all generations, and said he's eager to see how this historic battle plays out.
Tyson at 58 years old, what do you think of this fight?
Well, that's also outstanding, as this fight in Riyadh. Mike Tyson at his age is facing a YouTuber that is much younger and hungry and capable of boxing as well. So it's going to be a good example for people that are at Mike's age.
Yeah.
It's also actually a good example for me to keep on punching, so to speak. Hopefully, I look forward to that match as well.
With speculation swirling around whether Tyson's age will hinder his return, Vladimir Klitschko completely dismissed the notion. In his view, age is merely a psychological hurdle, a barrier created in the mind, not a true limitation of the body. According to Klitschko, overcoming any obstacle starts with mental strength. He encouraged others to reject the idea that age defines a person's limits. It's mindset and determination, Klitschko emphasized, not years, that determine what a fighter can accomplish.
That fight goes, a lot has been made that, Mike Tyson might be too old for Jake Paul. Obviously, like you mentioned, Jake Paul's coming from a YouTube background. Do you think he's too old? Do you think Mike will still get the knockout?
You can only be too old in your mind.
Yeah.
If you control your mind, you control everything in your life.
Wow, that's great advice. And just final one for me, like you said, Mike Tyson still fighting might be a little bit of a lesson to you as well. Is there any potential of a comeback with a lot of people coming back?
There is no comeback in the sport.
Yeah.
I've been asked about last.
Anthony Taylor, who once shared the ring with Jake Paul, is now preparing for a potential fight against Mike Tyson. But with concerns growing over Tyson's health, Taylor has publicly urged the legend to reconsider fighting. Echoing KSI's cautious stance on health and safety, Taylor didn't mince words. Mike Tyson is a lamb to the slaughter. He should follow KSI's lead and pull out before suffering a concussion against Jake Paul, he warned. Taylor also spotlighted Paul's untapped potential, saying, "I've worked with Jake behind the scenes, and trust me, you haven't seen what he's truly capable of." Despite the doubts, a newly surfaced training video has revealed Tyson's fierce preparation for the upcoming clash, evidence that the former champ is taking the fight as seriously as ever. Even at 58, Mike Tyson continues to defy age. His blistering speed still stands out, astonishingly faster than current champions like Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, and Terrence Crawford. So what's the secret behind Tyson's enduring quickness? It lies in his unmatched blend of explosive reflexes and brute power, attributes that continue to set a standard modern heavyweights can only hope to match. If you enjoyed the fight, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more knockout content only on Knuckle Forge.